good morning to you guys. I got a quick one today. I'm in a mastermind, so as much as I teach and I'm coming live and sharing information with you guys and giving you love, I also got to learn, man. I spend a lot of time learning and engaging. I have coaches and I have people that guide me and teach me because I got big dreams like you got big dreams, and I can't make them happen alone. The funniest thing, when I came out of the NFL, a lot of the times I could try to do my own thing, and we all do this. We try to find a way to do our own thing, She loves the beard. Thank you, Flossie. But here's what I do know, man. When I played professional sports and I was in the NFL, I was one of the highest level athletes in the world, right? However, I still had a coach. Literally one of the best in the world. I got a coach, right? There's someone who may not even do what I do and may not do it as well. We got, old busted knees, can't do much. Good morning, how you doing, Keith? Lenny. But at the end of the day, those who want to be better have got to get a coach. Like, I went to practice every day and I always had to be coached and guided. And even when you're the best in the world have guidance, have coaches, have insight. So I recommend you do this. And here's the big thing I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the rhythm of success. Like, what is your success rhythm, we'll call it. And I talk about this because I think there's this kind of nuance in a world we live in. I believe we're in this pandemic of we're in, but we're also in a pandemic of self-esteem. And I talk about this, but I kind of want to expand on it real quick. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Blessed Fit Sandra, how are you? People are afraid to ask for help. They are, man. Unfortunately, some people are afraid to ask for help. Hello, Andy Sanders from Luxembourg. Beautiful Keith Allen. What's good, my man? My man Keith Allen, man. That's good times. I just had some good reminiscent memories of my man Keith Allen. I think you're number 86, if I don't recall, or don't mess it up. But man, here's the thought. We have these things in our life nowadays, which is great information. I think we live in this amazing world with great insight, great information, great books. Everything's online. In fact, nowadays, the college system is a little bit under attack because in the back in the day, like, the reason college was the big place to go is they had access to the information. Man, they had the teachers. Man, they had the books. They had all these things. We couldn't access it online, but now we can access it. And when we can access it, we can utilize it. And so you'd think that with all that access that people were paying for, so many more people would be successful. But they are not, because they have not gotten past the level of having what I call self-esteem. I buy it. It goes in the shelf of my mind, the shelf of my email inbox, or of course, the shelf in my house, actual bookshelf. And it sits there and it collects dust. I never open the book. I never read the thing. I never consume the content. I never do anything with it as much as I wanted to. I was committed to it. I knew I would. And I even contemplated, should I make the investment? Should I do this thing? And we never took the next step. But those who make the next step, those who consume the content, they have a better chance of succeeding, right? Yeah, they do. But then at the same time, you can have it go from the shelf of the actual physical shelf to your brain shelf and still not do it, right? There's a lot of people who have a lot of information but don't execute. There's a reason people are called the 1%. Because about 97% of people, and studies have shown this, like, they don't even finish online course and trainings they invest in. So it's 97% of people that literally just don't even do anything with what they got in their brain. So what happens, like, oh man, now we all of a sudden got this the information if I don't do anything, and then what you have is like 2% of people apply what they have. 2%, maybe 1 or 2%. The rest of people will take it and not do anything with it, man, and it sucks. So I believe we're in this epidemic of self-esteem. And what the reasoning is because I think there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of like, what do I do? And just not knowing what to do and how to take the next step, and lack of clarity, lack of rhythm, right? Because here's the thing. If you think about life, we live in these rhythms. We call routines. Like, you have a morning routine, an evening routine. I brush my teeth. I go to the bathroom in the morning, right? It's a routine. But a rhythm is vastly different. There's a success rhythm that means that wherever you need to have success needs you to tick at a certain pace, because you got to have consistency. You got to have the willpower. You have to have some ease. You can't burn yourself out. You got to get into a rhythm that'll create the success you want. And if you don't have that rhythm, I promise you don't have the success. You might have it for a little bit. You might get it because you burn yourself out to get it. But then if you can't maintain that after a while, it falls away. It's difficult to keep. And so what I'm asking you today, do you have a success rhythm? What I believe to be our biggest issue right now is not the information. We are out of the information age to an extent. We are in what I believe to be like an execution age. People are going to succeed to be the ones that execute. So what I believe is right now, if you can step back in your head and say, man, let me take a look. I mean, what's my rhythm? Is the tune good? Is the sound good? Is everything rolling? Because right now you are in a rhythm. But the thing is, your dream desires and demands a higher tempo rhythm with more instruments, which means you got to move quicker with different tunes, different songs, different information. You got to apply it and put it into the rhythm of your life. And so what I'm asking you, and I keep going back to this because this is my heart, is, man, where's your rhythm at? Do you have one? Have you thought about one? I do not speak French. I apologize, Marie-Eve. I wish I spoke French. That would be nice. Parlez-vous français? I don't even know what that. I'm assuming that means, do you speak French? But the idea is I want you guys to think about the biggest key to your success this year and for the rest of your life at any level, what you want to do. It's not going to just be the information that you have. It's going to be who are you with that information? What rhythm do you have for your life with the information? Because the right rhythm allows you to have a flow to where you can read that book. You can consume that training. You can watch that course. And then once it's in your head, man, the rhythm lets you apply the information and go with the flow and then, take the hits and fall down and get back up and lean in. And so people look at you and go, man, how is it you get so much done so often, so quick with so much joy? It's like, man, I don't know. It just feels good. There's a flow to it. And if you can't find this rhythm, you're going to stress and struggle for the longest time. You'll be listening to music that just feels out of whack. And you might feel that way now. You might feel like, man, I got some things moving and it's kind of okay, but it sounds like a song like a 12-year-old rapper made, like just kind of in his room, tick it away. Or like a high-level producer, right? Who's producing your rhythm? It's a good question. Who is producing your rhythm? Who's in the background creating the tempo, creating the flow, putting things together? Like, you got to spend time with this. And I believe if you can do that this year, it will be the biggest game changer of your life because you've already got the insight. Think about it. If you just did what you already know to do. Good morning, Ernie Perez, my man. I love seeing you on here. If you already took everything you know and just did it, it would be a game changer for your life. Because you know what you should do to eat healthy or to exercise at a certain time. That book you're supposed to have read, that training, that if you put that training into your head, you could do something with it. You know what it is. You've been talking about it for a while, but it hasn't popped into the rhythm because you feel like the rhythm you have right now feels comfortable. But here's what I'm telling you. That music sucks. If I'm being honest, there's times when I didn't realize my music sucked. I thought I was good. I thought my rhythm was good, but I didn't realize my music sucks. Ever read that guy hand you a mixtape on the side of the freeway, side of the street, and be like, hey man, listen to my mixtape, it's fire. And you pop it in and you're like, man, this song sucks. But he thinks it's great rhythm. Do you think right now your rhythm's great? And if you believe it's great, awesome. That means you should have everything you want in life. But if your rhythm seems a little bit off, if you don't have what you want in life, the rhythm of your life might need to be a little bit tuned up. You might need to increase that tempo, add some instruments, play with a little bit of the tempo and the feel of it. Because if you could do that, that will be the biggest thing that will allow you to have some great success this year. And that's all I know. At the bottom of my heart, I know this to be the biggest truth. So you got to produce your rhythm of life. And you got to understand how to put it in place.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.